This clip is brought to you courtesy of Snyder Studios. It's a pleasure to welcome you to my first video voyage into cyberspace. It's a new and interesting environment for me. A place where I can share with you the story behind the making of the song Texas Hold'em. It's a song which I would like to dedicate to all the saints and the sinners, the losers, the winners, the young, the old, the weak, the bold, the sluts, the mutts, the kings, the queens, all the glass slippers and all the shattered dreams. You know what I mean? So for now, just think of me as the unknown poet 007, a distant relative of the Silver Surfer. For I too am in love with the light of truth. Choose the right, choose the wrong. One will make you weak and one will make you strong. Think of me as someone in search of their reason for being, in search of their peace of mind. Because sometimes I wish and sometimes I wonder. Sometimes I wish alcohol were a health food. Stir it, shake it, who cares, just pour it. And sometimes I wonder if I'll ever find my peace of mind. Because I used to like sunny days when the breeze would blow so sweet and slow. But now I like dark clouds, angry skies, lightning striking, thunder crashing, as raindrops across my face start slashing. Because for some, life is like a circus, filled with joy, meaning, and purpose. And for others, it's just gray, not much to say as they walk their narrow way. But hey, that's okay. And then there are those who never see or smell a rose, hear nothing but demonic screaming in a world void of all purpose, all meaning. So this, my friends, to you I'll tell. That is the difference between heaven, purgatory, and my living hell. Because for every ocean of dreams there's but one drop of success. And the rest is a river of tears and distress, from which flows a stream filled with those who still dare to dream. As year after year after year, they must battle the fear of dying before anyone knows they are here. As cigarette smoke gets in my eye, momentarily makes me cry. Bottle of whiskey in my hand, need some help sometimes to better understand if my soul shall ever find the promised land. And so I got down on my knees and I prayed to the powers that be. I prayed for the reason for my being. I prayed for the reason why I should not take the power of death over me away from the powers that be. Why I should not drink myself into an eternal slumber. And if on the day of my judgment I am deemed unfit for heaven, then I shall descend into the bowels of hell, and I will rip the horns off Satan's skull and beat him to death with the bloody stumps. Then I shall ascend back to the heavens and raise a little hell, for I shall be highly offended that I was created for a life with less significance than a single cell amoeba. The Doors once said, "You cannot petition the Lord." But I disagree. For I shall petition for the right to know the reason of my creation. As cigarette smoke once again gets in my eye, momentarily makes me cry. Another bottle of whiskey in my hand because I need some more help to better understand if my soul shall ever reach the promised land. And so the next day, I walked into the bar that I live above, and I overheard the conversations of 3 friends, and the first said, "You're always ahead when you got something." The second one said, "But you're all alone when you got nothing." And the third added, "You gotta realize when you got something." I jumped up off the bar stool and I said, "Those are the words to the hook of a pop tune hit about the game Texas Hold'em. I just know it the same way Joe Namath knew it." And so the next day, I went to the studio. And 4 hours later, in my hand, I had the song Texas Hold'em. In my mind, it was a fun pop tune that belonged on the same page as Achy Breaky Heart, Don't Worry Be Happy, Macarena. If Kenny Rogers could write a polka pop tune for the 20th century, why could I not write one for the 21st century? Or is my inner voice defective, rampaging through my mind like a drunken sailor with 2 wooden legs, one shorter than the other, filling my mind with delusional thoughts of grandeur, which means nothing to anyone but me? Or could it be that this is the reason for my being? For if I was not in the bar at the exact time those words were spoken, this song would not exist. So there must be a reason for this. So with these thoughts in mind, let us leave all the heavy things behind and let's just have some fun, 'cause I want to ask you, is everybody ready for some Texas Hold'em? Well, alright. So yak, yak, whack, whack, everybody please just step back and hold 'em. Can you hear me now and fold 'em? 'Cause you're always ahead when you got something, but you're all alone when you got nothing. You got to realize when you got something. You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em. I said know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em. 'Cause you're always ahead when you got something, but you're all alone when you got nothing. You got to realize when you got something. You got to. So yak, yak, whack, whack, everybody please just step back and hold 'em. Can you hear me now and fold 'em? 'Cause you're always ahead when you got something, but you're all alone when you got nothing. You got to realize when you got something. You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em. I say know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em. On edge, jump back, I'm stressed out, don't shout. So yak, yak, whack, whack, everybody please just step back. Can you dig it? 'Cause you're always ahead when you got something, but you're all alone when you got nothing. You got to realize when you got something. You got to. Now cigarette smoke, it's in my eye, momentarily makes me cry. Bottle of whiskey in my hand, need some help to understand.
got to realize when you got something. Yeah. Well, you're always ahead when you got something, 'cause you're all alone when you got nothing. You got to realize when you got something. You got to yak, yak, whack, whack. Everybody please just step back. Now deal 'em. And now I think it's time for a drink at the Town Tavern. What's up, Gus?